And now to international football. Interesting news as preparations continue towards the UEFA Nations League qualifiers and towards international friendly. The Russian Football Federation has unveiled a formidable squad to take on Nigeria Super Eagles shortly after the Russian football authorities responded by announcing their own squad list. And Nigeria announcing their own squad list. Now, Russia's team features a deep roster, including 5 goalkeepers, 13 defenders, 19 midfielders, and 4 attackers. Now, this friendly is part of Russia's broader efforts to re-establish itself on the international football scene following FIFA sanctions imposed due to the country's invasion of Ukraine. In addition to the match against Nigeria, Russia is also scheduled to face Zambia's Chipolopolo. All right, interesting squad right here. Russia, remember they hosted the World Cup in 2018 and they set to play Nigeria's Super Eagles. And Josh, if we should take an attempt to read the list. All right, let me come to Olani. Russia's squad list. Russia is trying to come back into world football after a series of issues regarding international security. They're looking to take on Nigeria in the friendly. Yes, Nigeria also have released their squad, and Russia have also done theirs, and it will be an interesting matchup in the next few weeks.
It's going to be a quality game. Let us leave politics aside. We know Russia to be a very good team. Russia has always proven over the years that they are a side that you can get a run for your money from. So it's a good one. I would say it's a good preparation compared to other preparations that we've had in the past. I would regard this as an high-profile friendly and also one that will put us to test. It's a quality team, and Russia also need this. They need a game like this, a game against a good opposition like Nigeria, where they can also test themselves. It's been a while. It's been a while that they've been actively playing, and they need this. They need this back. And I think when they start having these games like that, on the brighter side, it would help their reintegration back to the footballing community. But all I can say is this is a good friendly. If I'm looking at it from the quality perspective now, this is a good friendly to have. This is a good preparation for the Nigeria Super Eagles. And I can say that because of the quality of the team they're also bringing, it is vice versa. Russia would also be will also be equally beneficial from this friendly as we would also be.
All right, we'll to see how it goes. And away from there, let's move on now to Europe and talk about the Europa League final, where Tottenham have ended their 17-year trophy drought with a gritty 1-0 victory over Manchester United in the final. Brennan Johnson's scramble goal in the 42nd minute proved to be the winner in a scrappy match in Bilbao, Spain. The victory secures Spurs a spot in next season's Champions League. It is their first European silverware since 1984. For Manchester United, the loss is a major financial blow. They will miss out on Champions League qualification and will play European football next season for the first time since 2014-2015. Manager Ange Postecoglou delivered on his promise to win the trophy in his second season, despite Tottenham's disappointing domestic campaign. Now, both teams currently sit in the bottom half of the Premier League table, which showed in the finals lack of quality and high number of turnovers.
The impact it has on them. Some of them, it's obviously 17 years since our last trophy, 41 in Europe. Some of them have never had a night like this. So, but, it's a reward for them. And we've got a really young group of players. And, you can talk to them about success and what it means, but until they feel it, it doesn't become real. And I've got no doubt that all those boys tonight, having this feeling, will want this again. And to get it again, they're going to have to make similar sort of sacrifices. They've climbed the mountain now, so they know that what it takes to sort of get to where we are. And I think that does. It accelerates the opportunities to build a team that can be successful. And
if the board and the fans feel that I'm not the right guy, I will go in the next day without any conversation about compensation, but I will not quit again. I'm really confident on my job, and as you can see, I will not change nothing in the way I do things. To understand that it's tough for a club like ours not to be in the Champions League, but we have to use the other side. So if we have more time, we have more time to think, to work during the week, and to be better in Premier League. That will be our focus. We didn't perform perfect today, but we were better than the opponent, and the opponent also play. In the second half, we try everything with the center defenders, with the players wide, the crosses, go inside the box. So I think I'm really honest with you guys. So I expect the same. And there are some days that I said that we were really poor. I think today was not the day.
A season to forget as a Manchester United fan. Olani Adeoluwa, your thoughts on this particular one? I know you did predict Tottenham to go all the way, and Joshua, who we hope to join us back, said he think that Manchester United would take the day, but that's not the case. Manchester United losing against the Tottenham Hotspur side. Yes, both clubs have not been impressive this season, but you will still think or feel on paper that Manchester United should have an edge over Tottenham.
I did not feel Manchester United should have an edge over Tottenham. They are both terrible. If I'm being sincere, it's just that the team has more pedigree than the others. Or we can say that a team is more successful over the course of the last 20, 30 years than the other. In terms of where they are right now, their reality is the same. And most likely, it won't have, as Manchester United fans will feel that, okay, Tottenham don't really deserve to win this final. If Manchester United has gone on to win it, Tottenham fans also have every right to feel the same way, because if you look at the game, you used the word cagey, but I would say the game was terrible. There was little or no quality, and it didn't seem like Manchester United were going to get themselves back. Yes, I mentioned Van der Wel when he came coming back into the lineup, and I felt he was going to be a difference maker, and he came up clutch for Tottenham Hotspur. It's going to affect Manchester United eventually, but what can save Manchester United is still their pedigree. What can save them is knowing that they're a big club. Now, can they attract players to help their season next season? Remember that they don't have European football to play, and that is where it becomes crazy, because if you are bringing a player, you are not promising European football. You lost an Europa League final, and you are finishing 16th. You have to probably, the player must need to play for Manchester United, or you are paying over the board for the player to come. So it's a dicey one for them. But for Tottenham, a first trophy in 17 years is something that I would welcome. We've seen a lot of upsets this year. We've seen teams that have not won trophies over the course of the years breaking their trophy drought or breaking their dog. And now it is Tottenham's fault. Why can't we enjoy it? I think this is also a proof to the players that hard work eventually comes with success. We've seen a lot of Tottenham squad come and go. We've seen coaches come and go, get into the finals. They've gotten to the Champions League finals. They've gotten to finals of major competition, and they've not been able to win it over the course of the year, over the course of 17 years. So it's a good one for them that eventually their hustle and their bustle pays off. And I'm happy for everyone, because Harry Kane on one side is winning a trophy with Bayern, and now there's Heung-min Son, who deservedly needs to lift that trophy. So it's a good one for Tottenham, and I'm not really upset that, or it is not an upset that Tottenham defeated Manchester United.
All right, let me quickly bring Josh in before we allow you wonderful gentlemen leave. Joshua, Manchester United trophyless this season, finishing outside of the top 6, in fact, outside of the top 10. Manchester United having to get a new manager, hoping to, take them to the promised land, but one of the worst seasons in so many years. What's your take on the final? And do you think that Manchester United can still attract big players in the summer transfer market?
Well, like I said yesterday, I don't believe that that's whether they win the Europa League or not, that United or Spurs had a better season than the likes of Arsenal and Manchester City. So for United, it's back to the drawing board. It's back to using the academy players. It's back to them, learning how to win when it matters the most. Win when it matters the most. Also win in the league, because the league form is always the best proof of a strong team. So they have to kick their wounds. They have to lick their wounds. They have to start afresh. They have to bounce back and try and hope to focus on finishing in the top 4 or top 5 for next season.
All right, Joshua and Olani Adeoluwa, I must say a big thank you to you, wonderful gentlemen, for your quality time on the show. We hope to have you back. And for Tottenham Hotspur, they will definitely have some bragging rights at the moment against the rival Arsenal, saying that they won a trophy this season. But of course, Arsenal will say, well, Champions League sport is their trophy. But nevertheless, thank you very much for joining.